Hi everybody, this is Julie and I have a really fun project for you all today. But first I wanted to say a big welcome back to all my returning subscribers, and I also wanted to say a special hello to all those that are new to my channel. I'm so glad you're all here and I really appreciate you. I don't know if all of you have noticed, but all the stores are full of pumpkin everything. And Trader Joe's, I don't know if you all have Trader Joe's in your area, but Trader Joe's actually really goes over the top with their pumpkin, their pumpkin everything. And I picked up a box of these cookies a couple weeks ago. In fact, I went out and bought 2 more boxes just for this project, just in case I messed up and needed an additional one. So here's the box. It's full of the cookies. They're super yummy. I highly recommend them. And here is the box flattened out. And I thought the graphics were so adorable, the pumpkins, even some of the wording here. Here's the other side of the box. It has these really great cutout shapes of pumpkins. In fact, I'm working on another project that utilizes the little cutouts here, but today we are working on this little tag that I came up with. So I went and I did some fussy cutting of some of the graphics and the images on here, and I came up with this cute little journaling tag. Isn't that adorable? Because the cardboard is kind of thick, it sort of gives that thick die cut look, which I think is adorable. And I just did a little collage and layered everything up, and yeah, this is what we are making today. And I wanted to show you, so this is all from one box. There are so many cute leaves, and I even cut out some of the additional wording on here. I cut out everything that says pumpkin spice, like here it even says autumn's appearance. So really you have a lot of craftability even in just one box. But there's a couple images that you'd only have one of, so that's why I bought additional, and of course because I want to eat the cookies. So let's dig in. Let's do a little cut on this box. And I'm actually after this darker colored pumpkin. Of course, we actually could use this, but I don't know. I like the darker one. So I'm after this pumpkin, and there's only 2 of these little tiny green leaves, and I did use 2 of those in this. So I'm gonna fussy cut the little greens and the pumpkins. Here's another green, and I'm actually also after this wording here, this smaller pumpkin spice wording on here. So I'm going to do a little fussy cut. I will speed up the process, and then I will be back. Okay, so I'm just going to, on this pumpkin spice, I've cut it out. I'm going to come in and round the corners. So we have our pumpkin, we have our 2 greens. Let's get some of this other stuff out of the way. Looks like I used one of the dark brown, and there's multiples of those on the box. We have a dark orange. What else are we missing? And then one of these lighter green. It's just fun just to sit back, relax when you're watching TV or movie, YouTube video, and you can just sit and fussy cut all the different pieces out. But I think we are set with what we need for this. So for the base of the tag, I just used a tag that was already created. I like this kind of darker or circle protector, and this is what we're going to use for the base. So we're going to come in and ink up the tag, and I'm using Vintage Photo for that. Ink is being a little bit weird. I grabbed a new sponge applicator. It's It's not as smooth as the worn out one is. I've been using that same one for probably a couple years, but it wasn't sticking as well with that Velcro backing. Now we're going to ink up all of our handmade die cuts. And the ink doesn't stick super well because it is a slick surface, but it does. It does to a certain extent. Okay, all of our pieces and parts are all inked up. And what I did here in the background, I just took a piece of book page, vintage book page, and I'm going to grab that out, and we're just going to tear it down with the ruler. So where's my long ruler? I'm just going to come in here and rip the sides down. We'll keep that piece. You know, I love to keep those edge pieces and stamp on them. So we'll put those over there. That one I'll probably toss. I'm trying not to keep super teeny tiny pieces. Okay, so what I did is I just came in here and just did a rough measurement. I want to leave a little bit of the edge of the tag showing. So we'll just mark it here. Hopefully I can see, there it is. Can see my mark. We'll put that off to the side. That's a really nice piece. All right, where did I mark this? Blah, 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 blah. You guys are probably, oh, there it is. You're probably looking right at it. Hopefully that's straight. Yep, we are pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna ink this up. Give us that kind of aged fall look that we're looking for. Have you all been enjoying all the pumpkin flavored everything? I love pumpkin flavored coffee. I enjoy. Who doesn't love a cookie? Trader Joe's also, every year I typically will buy a couple boxes. They have this really great pumpkin bread mix that I love. Let's see, I'm looking for a glue stick here. Grab that. So we're just going to use glue stick. We'll use art glitter glue, gluing down some of the elements, and some we will use glue stick. Easy peasy there. Okay, and the other element that I did just to enhance some of our handmade die cuts, I added a little bit of craft paper or cardstock here at the bottom, and then here behind pumpkin spice. Now, the piece that I used for this, this was something that came in a craft pack, and I don't have enough to back this. I need it to be a little bit wider. So I pulled out some other cardstock that I had, and I want to give it a little look over. I think this one may be good. To me, that's too light. We're not going to use that. That may be a contender, although this does really blend in. Ooh, I kind of like that. Let's go with this. Let's go with the gingham. I love the polka dot, but I didn't have any polka dot that had that tone in it. So let's use the little gingham. I think that'll be cute. Okay, so I'm gonna come in. Let's see if we can, well, maybe we will cut it with the paper cutter. going to do a little measurement here. Get my paper cutter out. Here. And see what we come up with. Okay, so let's get a little piece here for the bottom. We'll cut that. And again, you can, you know, I'm not going to be super precise. You can just eyeball it with what looks pleasing to you. If you don't have these pre-made tags, you could certainly use cardstock. You could use file folders, would work really great. You could definitely make your own. And then I'm just going to eyeball this and just kind of guesstimate what size we had here. That's about what it is. Yep, that's pretty close. Okay. All right, we have our pieces, and I thought it looked cute to round the corners of the two pieces of cardstock. So I'm just going to do the smallest, which is the 4mm size. The tag has just a really fun, cute, fresh vibe, and so I think the rounded corners really give it a cute look. And we'll come in and give that some inking. As well. I like this gingham paper. I guess that's one of the drawbacks. Sometimes we get limited in the supplies that we have. But luckily, I had this gingham and it might end up looking even cuter. Yep, that's gonna look really cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue down this bottom piece. And we'll grab out our art glitter glue. And if you didn't want the little cardboard die cuts so thick, you could probably go in and peel back a layer of the cardboard behind. I didn't try to do that, but usually you can do that. But I kind of like the dimensional look that it gave. I thought that gave it a really kind of cool, interesting look. Okay, so we are going to glue our pumpkin spice onto this other piece of cardstock. And I think art glitter or a quick drying, well holding glue, I think is the best. There we go. Get out our little glue pieces there. I think I will hit this again a little bit with the ink. And even the die cut itself. Oh, so cute. Okay, we can go ahead and glue that on. And then we'll get to our pumpkin. I think I'll have to make a trip, another trip to Trader Joe's, maybe some other local stores, and see if I can come up with some other fun upcycling of packaging. Okay, so there's our little piece there. Now let's work on our pumpkin and kind of figure out. So one of the leaves I just sort of stuck behind the pumpkin here. And I think that placement is pretty good. I'm actually going to come in here and just do a really light outline there at the bottom, and you won't see it once you glue it. But I can't say how many times I've, you know, picked something up, put glue back on, and I don't necessarily get it right back in the spot I wanted it. So that's my little workaround. And you can't even see the pencil line once you do that. Hopefully you can see. You can't even see it. It's completely invisible. Okay. And then we will go ahead and glue our pumpkin down. I'm going to hit that with the ink a little bit more, just kind of building that ink up just because it doesn't want to stick as much to this slick surface. You could also play around with it and maybe sand it down a little bit. Play around with it that way. Okay, there we go. I probably should have used the pencil trick on that, but we're just going to go for it. So cute. This really makes me want to maybe put a fall journal together. I don't have a standalone fall journal going. This would be so cute as a gift tag too on a package. You know, maybe a hostess gift for Thanksgiving, or just a little care package for a neighbor. Wouldn't that be cute? Tied on to a little, you could actually buy the cookies along with some other stuff, do a little gift basket, and then you could attach this to the top. It would be adorable. Okay, let's see. Let's kind of do a little bit of a dry fit. Looks like I had the brown one down. Because I've already kind of done this and gone through this, makes it a little bit easier. Let's see, we're going to go for that. I'm going to do the little outline trick here just to make it a little bit easier for us. Let's hit that a little bit more. It's easier to hit it with the ink before we glue it down rather than after. Go. And because it's a little thicker, you do want to press it down a little bit. And I think that's pretty good here. We'll do our little pencil here where it'll get covered up. Let's layer a little bit more of that ink. Down. Okay, here's our green one. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a double check here. Make sure everything kind of fits. That's good. And I'll outline the tip here. That placement is good. Repeat and repeat. going to do is I'm going to come in and cut off. I didn't do that on my sample one, but I'm going to cut that stem off there. It's not really necessary. It gets covered up by this other leaf, but it'll take a little bit of the bulk out so that this one lays down a little bit better. And let's see where we want that. Looks cute there. A little bit of outline there. I hope everybody's having a wonderful fall so far. The weather is really cooled down here in Southern California, which we've been happy about. Definitely feels like fall here. Fall is definitely in the air. I do have the sliding glass doors open, and I am enjoying the sunshine and the breeze today. It's really been beautiful. Okay, so there we are. So cute. I'm going to come in. Let me get a few things out of the way here. I'm going to come in with the ink just to hit it a little bit, just to layer that up a bit. Can even go over the leaves a little bit more now that they're on there. And then I'm going to come around the pumpkin and around that top green leaf and just sort of age that book page a little bit. Hopefully you can see that. Little more difficult just because my sponge applicator is so new, and we'll hit that pumpkin a little bit. Oh, that's super cute. Okay, so because we didn't have this paper, I actually pulled out a couple options. Let's see what we want to use. This is the only piece I have left of this, and I don't think it's long enough. That would have been so cute. What does this look like? Actually, that's cute. This one's actually cute, I think, now that I'm looking at it with the green gingham. So let's give this a little snip here. I'm just going to use my pinking shears. And we'll cut a little piece here. That's probably good. And I think I went in from the back. Yep. This is cute, this little rust gingham. I only have a little small piece of this. I picked up a huge pack several years ago from one of my favorite thrift stores. And it was different color, oh, I don't know, like maybe 6 or 7 different colors of gingham check, and I've been loving it. And I'm actually going to, let me get a scrap piece of paper here. I'm going to actually ink up this ribbon a little bit, just so, and actually I'm going to cut it down a little bit more, just so it's a little bit more aged. Doesn't look so new. I did that on the green too. Super cute. All right, and that is it. Very quick project, but I think it's adorable. I think it's very cute. Very easy to do. There's definitely enough in here. You could get at least one more tag because there's the 2 pumpkins, and then you can use some of these other smaller fonts to get some pumpkin spice, so you can change it up a little bit. But yeah, that was fun. A really sweet, simple project. Very easy to do. It inspires me to get out there in my stores and look for some more fall type packaging. Maybe there'll even be some cool stuff come Halloween time. I hope you really enjoyed this project. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon.